I'm going to start that again. Hello and welcome to my 4K subscriber special. Wow, I never thought this day would turn up. It's been a crazy 4 to 5 years. A very hard slog to get where I'm at, but I am so thankful for every single one of you guys that has supported me and that has been there right from the beginning, or that's new now. So I'm gonna do a bit of a ramble. It's very early in the morning, so PS of the resistance. If I have a vape, I'm very sorry. I normally don't do that, but it's really early and I need to have a vape. So I am gonna open up about my life like I probably never have before. It's very scary to me because I'm a very private person, but I just think, okay, well, let's just talk, and you know, if I can help one person with what I've been through, then that's great. Even just to listen, that would be great. So my name is Vanessa, and that is why I came up with ASMR Ness, because I used to get called Loch Ness Monster all the time. So I was like, well, let's just keep rolling with Ness. And yeah, and I'm 34. My birthday is in August, so I am a Leo. Yep, that's it. I have 3 children. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. I have 2 kittens, which are boys. They're called Houdini and Arthur. I have a partner, fiancé, as I call him. He's actually my fiancé. Or my finance. I like to call him my finance. He's called Stephen, and he has his own channel on YouTube called Newell Gamer, and he does all like loads of gaming and stuff, and he's actually really cool. He's really good at what he does, but he's only just starting out. So if you're into gaming, go off and give him a check and see what he's about. Let's go right back to why I decided I was gonna start ASMR. So ASMR for me came about when lockdown hit. I really struggled to sleep. In fact, I'm not gonna lie, I still don't sleep now, but there's a massive reason to that and we'll come to it. And I watched ASMR August, Ting, Be Brave, Be You, Nicola, all them kinds of people, and I was so excited with that they could do role plays of medicals. I've always wanted to be a nurse, but I am not brainy. No. I could not be a real nurse. Nope. And I was like, wow, you can actually do this. I was like, oh wow. So I looked into it, and yeah, I thought, I'm going to give that a go. That's a bit of me, that. So I tried it. But before that, one of the biggest reasons why I started it was I needed to keep focused on something, okay? And when lockdown hit, everyone was told that children or whatever, they had to go to school. Well, I have issues with my kidney. At the time, absolutely nobody knew what the crack was. No one knew how it was going to affect people, blah, blah, blah. So I refused. I point blank refused to take my children to school. I said, if I come down with whatever it is, who's going to look after my children? Turns out that was the biggest mistake I could have ever have said, because the next day, bang, 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 on the door, I was getting my children breakfast and social services was at my door, and they took all my kids into care because apparently I was neglecting them because I didn't take them to school through lockdown. Anyways, I fought on for 2.5 years. He was going through court and blah, 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 blah. Turns out, what I know now, it was already fixed. They were going to take them regardless if I fought, if I didn't fight. And for people that say there's got to be more to this story, there's not. They used my mental health against me. I have severe depression and anxiety. I have to be... They say I have ADHD, but I don't believe it. And they used that against me. Said I was incapable. But yet, I've never done anything wrong before in my life. They never had an issue with me before COVID. Funny. So yeah, it was already mapped out. It didn't matter what I did, what my family did, what anybody did. They weren't coming back. Luckily, I have the most fantastic foster people I could have asked for. The boys, I have 2 boys, so the boys are with one lot of foster people and my girl is with another. She has not had an easy ride, but my boys have. There's been a lot with my girl, which I'm not going to get into because it's, it's very personal to her. And if she ever wants to tell her story, then she can. But I have so much interaction with them. I see them all the time. I phone them all the time. I talk to them all the time. I get to see them whenever I like. It's like they're at the dad's, you know what I mean? Like, I get to see them all the time. I'm not one of these that's, I don't get to see them often. I do. In fact, I'm going down on the 13th of December to see them. So I do see them a lot. I just want to state that, like, I see them a lot. Anyways, so that happened, and obviously I was devastated. I needed to keep myself busy. My head was gone. I needed to keep myself busy, so I thought, right, I'm not sleeping. Let's give this ASMR thing a go. And I did. And I think I'd done it for like a year. And I ended up working full time in a bread factory. Then I ended up moving down to London, so I had to quit YouTube. And then things went really wrong down in London. My nana passed away, my granddad passed away. My head was gone again. So I went and moved in with my mum in Shropshire. Then we decided we were gonna go and run a pub together in Stoke. Well, it turns out she done me really dirty in Stoke, and she left me in Stoke on my own with no money, nowhere to live, nothing. She really didn't care less about me. But I made it on my own. I've had friends and I got work and I found somewhere to live, blah, 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 blah. But I did try to unalive myself because of everything that had had gone on. I'd lost my kids, I'd lost my home, I'd lost my job, I'd lost my family, I'd lost everything, and I didn't know where to turn to. I was drinking, I was doing other stuff. I was a mess. I was a complete mess. And then me and my mum had a conversation about 6 months after that, and we decided I should go and live with her again, try again. We made up, and I forgive her, and I tried to, put it past us. We were great. We were going ghost hunting, everything was amazing. And then I got a place at a homeless house, and it was the best thing I ever did, was get that place. I found my now fiancé. I have now a house, I have my kittens, we have a car, I get paid off YouTube. Life could not be better. I went on holiday with him. I've got everything that I ever wanted. The only thing that's missing is my kids, which one day, and this is why I'm doing YouTube as well. So I want my kids to realise I didn't just sit about and I didn't just mope. I went out there and I tried to make something of myself. And that's why I am so headstrong about making YouTube work, because I want my kids to turn around and be like, well, okay, she's made something of herself. I want them to be proud of me, just like I'm proud of them. But yeah, where was I at with that? Yeah, so I have basically everything that I could have ever had asked for right now. Obviously Christmas, as well as for a lot of people, it's not a good time. It's everyone's like, oh my God, it's coming up to Christmas, and blah, blah, blah. It's not a good time for me, Christmas. And as well as a lot of other people, I don't like it. I have my Christmas tree, I have things, but it's just another day to me, just another day, and I'll probably be working. I'm actually cutting out my studio as we speak. That's why I'm down here, because I don't like it, and I always want to do better. So I've ordered myself a tree. It'll all make sense as to why I'm getting a tree in my studio when it arrives, okay? So yeah, so that's what I'm halfway doing at the minute, is my studio again. I've ripped everything down because I don't like it. So that is up, and that's the lead up until now as to what's happened in my life and why YouTube's came about and things like that. I don't know whether it's a surprise or not, but my mother is not in my life again, and that's the way it's going to stay this time. Sometimes you can only give people a first, second, third, fourth, fifth chance, and when they walk out your life and they keep walking out your life, sometimes you just got to shut that door behind them and say, you're not going to come back. I can't keep letting you do that. So that's that. I also have, obviously, my father. He's one of my biggest supporters. Everything I do, he's right behind me. Like, I love that man so much. But moving on with my YouTube, what's to come? So, I don't know. I don't know what's to come with my YouTube yet. I know people have asked me to do like the photograph roleplay, the mafia boss. I've tried to do the mafia boss, and it's just not a bit of me. It's not. I am gonna do the photographer one, but I need a camera. And every time I go to buy a camera, something else comes up. So I am gonna do the photography one once I get a camera. What else? And I really want to focus on my medicals a lot more. and things like that, because that's what I love to do. But I am gonna keep trying different things to better myself, better my channel, better everything. But it's so frustrating as well, because, you know, I see people that's doing exactly the same as me, and I'm like, wow, like they're on thousands and thousands of views, and I'm on not a lot. What am I doing so wrong? But then I'm like, do you know what? I don't care. As long as I'm helping, or as long as one person's watching me, then I don't care. I don't care if I can't get the hundreds of thousands of views or whatever. Like, as long as I'm just helping one person, that's enough for me. And yeah, that's all really I have to say about that. I know someone asked me to do a nighttime like video to like what I do to go to sleep, but I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I don't sleep. I have to take Zopiclone from the doctor to sleep, and even then it's hit or miss whether I actually do sleep. I can stay awake for like 3 days and just not sleep, but then after them 3 days I go to sleep for like an hour, and that's me again for like 3 days. I just don't sleep, so I don't see the point in me doing a video like that, because literally all you'll do is see me going like through Temu and Amazon and looking at YouTube and looking at TikTok to try and get more ideas about what I can do or better myself on my YouTube. And another thing while I'm here, everyone that says about the filters on my face, I do that because I don't have a lot of confidence, and if I put a filter on, I get a little bit more confident to put my videos out. I don't like my teeth, so I do put a filter on my teeth to whiten them. You know, I am getting older, I'm getting wrinkles. I'm not very good with makeup and stuff like that, so if I can put a filter on my face and think, I look okay, I'm gonna do it. Like, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna. And also another thing, you know, I'm gonna stop rambling in a second and I'm gonna end this video, but I just want to say, be kind. Like, the people that's messaged me on different platforms and things like that, you know, a few's not been very kind, and a lot's been very nice, but a few's not been very kind. And I just think, like, especially in this day and age, like, what's the point? Like, if you don't like something, scroll on. Like, why are you taking your time out to write not nice comments? Like, what's the point? Just scroll on. But I will never block you, and I will never retaliate to what you have to say. I will just probably put laughing faces, because I value everyone's opinion. If someone says that I'm rubbish at ASMR, that's your opinion, that's fine. You know, everyone has their opinion, and I'm all open for it. But, you know, I would rather we're all nice to each other. That's all I'm going to say. Like Caroline Flack would say, in a world where you can be anything, be nice. Anyways, thank you so much to every single person that has followed me, that supports me, that writes kind comments, likes, all that kind of bejazzle. I appreciate you, the old and the new. I appreciate everybody, and yeah, if I can just help the one person, then that's my job done. Good night.